down throw, Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. To throw is Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. His pass caught with the throw. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. Well, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. Santos' kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does.
Fuck, man.
The preparation was pretty good, and now the defense
do that every time, man.
An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game has suited you well. Both offenses continuing to move the ball with relative ease.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of defensive football, you're not having so much fun watching this one. And these coordinators, they're going to be scrambling to figure out a way to counter so far. It may just come down to which one of these defenses can make one stop that could change the course of this game.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Purdy. That's complete to the tight end Warner. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
God damn it.
And down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And this one is incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Out of the gun, Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Moody good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like,
wide open, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown. Equanimous
Oh, so
75 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Santos for the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return and almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Well, there you see it. A hat trick of touchdowns, and we're in the first half. I'm betting that he was over there saying, feed me.
yeah, there's no doubt.
I got to eat.
There is no doubt, and he's real hungry right now, isn't he? I mean, let's be honest about the whole thing. We don't have to be on the field to understand what he's telling everyone. Give me the ball.
Oh,
God damn it. I knew that was going to happen.
He's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
Yeah, I got it back.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review of the
So
play,
that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Figured that.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard. A handoff for Herbert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Off play action, Fields. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's a letdown there. They get the ball in tremendous position following the turnover, but they come away empty-handed.
Oh, man, you hate to waste field position like that. Your defense did you the favor of getting you the ball on this side of the 50. But neither the offense nor the kicking team could capitalize.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. McCaffrey on the toss right. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Purdy off the play fake. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top.
Really?
And he's taken down. That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Back to throw, Purdy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Trenton Gill now. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now Purdy. That's caught by Warner, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. 3rd quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the 1st half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the 1st half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. And that almost their first INT in the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now the 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd and 10. Fields going to keep it running right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Holding. Offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now there's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oftentimes when you see a tip ball, one that's popped in the air, it looks like it's going to be an interception. Sometimes the guys try too hard or they fight each other and knock each other off the ball, and this one ends up falling to the ground.
Now here's Samuel on the end around. Shoves him away. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Stuck for a loss by the safety, Eddie Jackson.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Hit and dropped behind the line by Dre Greenlaw. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
104 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Fields throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing again is Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Fields now to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Back to throw. Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Fields. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49. Look at the big man rumble. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have taken the lead. So, Charles, As they had him double covered in the end zone, it still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage, and threw